looking to assume command of this series. It's appeared to be pretty evenly matched, though, thus far.
But they're the higher seed, and this is when that comes into play. In essence, a 3-game series now with 2 of those at home. They gotta like their chances.
Now, Wembanyama. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
From 15 feet away, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
There's the triple, and the Thunder another 3.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Right wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
He climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. It's good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Pass to Champagny. Back to Castle. Now, Wembanyama. He's defended by Hartenstein.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Wembanyama high post. He's against Hartenstein, and that one's good. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
SGA passes to Dort. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 9. The drive by Wembanyama. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's now 6 points for Victor Wembanyama. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Castle. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Holmgren outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Cason Wallace comes in for Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 7 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Wembanyama for three. Drills it from outside.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching. You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Wallace outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Oklahoma City. Three-pointer, Fox. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And so here is Oklahoma City. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, when it's all said and done, their offense just wasn't enough. They needed more on that end.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Williams' shot is off. Spurs trail by 9. Fox finds Castle. Now Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And it's Mitchell missing. San Antonio trailing here. Harper wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Mitchell outside. They need this, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. Mitchell kicks to Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Wallace. Nice defense by Vassell.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For the Thunder, Williams, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Mitchell. From 11 feet away, rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Wallace outside. Outside Williams. Goes up the baseline. That shot off. San Antonio's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Back to Castle. And taken away by Wallace. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And a wide-open look for SGA. Drains the jumper to finish the break. 9 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Spurs working the ball around now. Vassell outside. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit. And attacking the rim, Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And here's Harper from the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 5 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Higgins outside. Back to Holmgren. 13 feet away. And it's good off the back rim and in. Holmgren's got 12 in the game. Vassell, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Another miss by Holmgren. Here's Barnes. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Wallace, the pass to SGA. That's tipped. Vassell, wide open. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Kenrich Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Shea fighting through contact down low.
Maybe unnecessary to go for the finger roll instead of just laying it in. But it is impressive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Spurs up by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Hey, their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they've got a chance to retake a lead in the series and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
Fires for three. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Here's Wembanyama.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Out to the wing. Stein inside, covered by Vassell. Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama high post. He's got 25, and the basket is good.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Over in the corner, Williams. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Williams.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's stolen by Hartenstein. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Kevin?
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Mitchell sets the screen for Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Spurs leading by 4. A three from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Joe.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
On the wing, Wiggins. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams against Wembanyama. Fires from deep. The response from Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Wallace right side. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Wiggins. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Here's Wallace. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Count that one. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Pass to Joe. And it's off from three-point range. 16 feet away. And Harper, the bucket on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got his 6th assist on the night. Under trailing by 3. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. For the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and SGA's subbed in for Mitchell. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Howard.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that." The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. The Spurs have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, good on the 3. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Wallace. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harper, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Mitchell passes to Joe. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Mitchell. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Gilgeous-Alexander right over the defense.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
A three, and that one's good. Champagny. And the Spurs lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
The foul. Dort with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it misses. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. He nails the jump shot.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Williams outside. Missed on the 3. The Spurs with the lead. Vassell outside. Takes the 3. Buries the deep ball.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
SGA leaves it in off the window.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Cancel comes in for Harper. Now Wembanyama. And the 3 misses. And to the sidelines we go. Let's catch up on the story about Kelly Olynyk. What's the situation, Allie?
Thanks. I did get some news from San Antonio's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. To have an injury happen in the conference finals is never ideal, but all signs point to him being able to continue playing. So let's see if he's able to power through it.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, well, on one hand, I'm sure they're glad to know what's wrong. But on the other hand, that's a serious injury. Best of luck to him in his recovery process.
San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. The Thunder with the lead. SGA with the ball. Guarded by Fox.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
The shot is off. Thunder shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Outside, SGA. Holmgren fires. And he does not hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Outside Holmgren. Knocks down the 3.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket. And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Here's SGA, and he commits the intentional foul. 6 seconds separating the shot game clocks, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Here is Wembanyama. Castle fires. The three goes down.
What a play from the rookie. Castle showing this team they can rely on him when it counts.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Good!
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Fox, a 3-pointer, good.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. SGA. The shot misses. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Dort from outside. Down he goes for 3.
When you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
3, good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That one goes in.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Now Castle lets loose a 3. Hartenstein with the rebound. Dort with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlights reel every night he plays.
And down goes the 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Toward outside. Here's Holmgren beyond the arc. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Now Fox to take the lead. He drills the three.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
The three doesn't go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the three.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Hartenstein with the screen on Castle. Here's SGA. Count it.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
San Antonio's gone 4 for 5 from three-point range in overtime. They got that shot working for him now.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And here's SGA. Fires. Got it.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Here is Wembanyama. Fox fires. Trained from outside.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now the Thunder with it. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dort. Off target from outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Lou gets Dort. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.